Hello everybody, it's Sab here. This is the mugshot and welcome to a new fun letter. This is number 19, 19 of the super Sab's English fun letters, and there is so much stuff here. Are you ready to learn lots and lots of English? I hope so. I've got my Winnie the Pooh mug, which I got for €1 from the market. You can see I'm a fan of Winnie the Pooh, can't you? This is my Brittany mug from France if I'm thirsty, and this is if I'm falling asleep. So let's go. Let's get into the latest edition of the newsletter. It's number 19. You can translate this page at any time you want by clicking here. Choose your own language. It can be Arabic if you want it to be, and bam, like magic, there it is. It translates some of these things into Arabic. How amazing is that? There's a button down in the bottom right as well. Let's put it back to English. And where's English gone? Where's English? I've lost English. It would be good if I could find English, wouldn't it? And sponsor, well, it's not quite my sponsor, it's my other site. You've got Fun English Lessons, where all of this free stuff happens, and if you click on this green button, you have my proper real English lessons site, rainbowenglishschool.org, and you can get my mini course if you want to try out some lessons, and that's only €7. Anyway, let's get into the newsletter today. Lots of sections. There's 6 sections as usual. Let's start with the introduction. And there are some beautiful photographs to show you. I had a wonderful day in Paris. Let me read this for you. Hello, Fun English fans, and welcome to the last fun letter of June 2023. Last Sunday morning, I was lying in my bed, looking forward to a relaxing day with nothing to do at all. Then I checked Facebook. This is not always a good idea. I am a big fan of old trains, especially old Paris metro trains. I saw a message saying that today, and only today, a classic old Paris metro train was being displayed at a Paris metro station. Now I knew what I was going to do with my Sunday. This model of carriage is called a Sprague-Thompson carriage, painted in splendid red and green. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely beautiful old railway carriage, metro carriage from Paris. It was replaced exactly 40 years ago by a new model, but I prefer the old one. In the first picture, you can see the old train standing at the platform, and a modern train is coming into the station there on the left. I mean, the old one is so much more beautiful, isn't it? And the green carriages were for second-class passengers, and the red carriages were for first class. It was more expensive to travel in first class, and the seats were more comfortable. The seats in second class were made of wood, but the seats in first class had cushions on them. Look, there's an authentic guard, and you can see an old poster. Can you see the old advertisement inside the train that they've kept? Some of the old posters were still on display in the carriages, including an advertisement for a film with Catherine Deneuve from many decades ago. Above the doors is an old plan of the train line in black and red, actually. You can see all the other train lines that cross the black line in red, as well as both final destinations of all those lines. It's very complicated. It's not at all as clear as the directions, the maps today. Today, every Paris metro line has its own color. It's much easier to understand. My favorite thing was a sign on the wall at the end of the carriages telling the passengers that it was forbidden to smoke or spit. Yuck. Here it is. Can you see? Inside the train, written on the wall, it says défense de fumer, so no smoking, no, and défense de cracher. Cracher is, can you imagine? 40 years ago in the trains, people spitting, nice. If you want to know more about this train, join my Paris Set Me Free Facebook group to discover all about this old metro train and lots more Paris curiosities. Have une journée formidable. That means a great day in French, everybody. And tell us what your favorite form of transport is and why you like it in our friendly Facebook group. Here's a quick quiz. Can you remember in which year the red and green Sprague-Thompson trains were replaced? Was it 50 years ago in 1973, 45 years ago in 1978, or 40 years ago in 1983? Stop the video if you want to think about it. Right, I'm going to click, and the answer was the red and green Sprague-Thompson trains were replaced in 1983, 40 years ago, as I write this in 2023. I moved to Paris in 1993, so I missed being able to ride on these trains by 10 years. Sniff, sniff. I would love to have ridden on one of those trains. And here's the interesting vocabulary. Look forward, phrasal verb. To feel happy and excited about something that is going to happen. I am looking forward to the weekend. On display, an expression. If something is on display, it is there for people to look at. Carriage, a noun. One of the separate parts of a train where the passengers sit. Splendid, adjective. Very good or very beautiful, special, etc. It's splendid sunny weather today. Platform, noun. The area in a railway station where you get on and off the train. Second class, adjective, the less expensive way of travelling in a train that most people use. First class, adjective, the best and most expensive service available when travelling. Cushion, noun, a cloth bag filled with something soft that you sit on or lean against to make sure you are comfortable. To make you comfortable. Poster, noun, a large printed picture you put on a wall to decorate a place or to advertise something. We saw a poster or an inside the train. Advertisement, noun, a picture, short film, song, text, etc. that tries to persuade people to buy a product or service. Buy me, buy me. Decade, noun, a period of 10 years, a decade. Destination, noun, the place where someone or something is going. Forbidden. Do you remember what was forbidden? Forbidden to smoke and forbidden to spit. Not allowed by an official rule. And spit, verb, to force the liquid out of your mouth. And there's an advert for my wonderful mini course, 7 lessons. Check it out. Daily Fundle. I'm going to do this with you. If you want to do it on your own, stop the video, click here in the lesson and go and do it on the dailyfundle.com site. But let's do it together and stop the video to think whenever you want to. Fundle clue number 1. You've got to find a word. Okay, you find a word. So number 1, you hardly ever say it. Stop the video if you want and think. When you found a word, write it down. Second clue, you read it constantly. Fundle clue 3, there isn't one here. That's very strange, isn't it? There isn't one here. Stop the video. If you have the idea for the word after clue 3, write it down. Clue number 4, no sentence is complete without it. And there's a little wink. The little guy's winking, so there's a big clue here. No sentence is complete without it. Stop the video, write down another word that you think it is. Or maybe you have found the word. Fundle clue number 5. It's the least punctuation possible. So it's punctuation, but a very, very, very small piece of punctuation. Fundle clue number 6. The Americans say period, but the British say dun, da, da, da. Do you know what the answer is? It's a full stop. A mark, which is a point like this, tuk, at the end of a sentence to show it is finished. So you might be writing a sentence, I love you, full stop. And play all the fundles by going to dailyfundle.com. Adventures in Language, number 3, section 3. Idioms for easy and difficult. When I first arrived in France, I thought learning French would be a piece of cake. And there's a picture of a piece of cake. I threw myself in at the deep end and took an advanced French course at the Sorbonne. I nearly drowned. I thought finding a job would be plain sailing. Everyone here speaks English, don't they? No, they speak French. I realized I had bitten off more than I could chew. After many years here in France now, it's dead easy to get what I want in a shop. I just smile and point. And although it was an uphill struggle to be understood at first, now speaking French is child's play. Even if they don't understand what I'm saying, they like my accent, and I say merci beaucoup, which is thank you very much, and that seems to work okay. So this guy is he's having an uphill struggle. He's struggling uphill. He's in a difficult situation. If something is a piece of cake, it's really easy. Maybe it's as easy as eating a piece of cake. That's easy. Here are the definitions. Well, not definitions, sort of explanations. If you want to hit the translate button to see what the text means in your language, please do. A piece of cake, easy, like eating something delicious. Throw someone in at the deep end. Suddenly put someone in a dangerous situation, like learning to swim in deep water. Plain sailing. Easy, like controlling a boat with a steady wind on a calm sea and no problems. Bite off more than you can chew. Try to do too much, like having so much food in your mouth, you can't eat it. Dead easy, very easy. I'm not sure why, maybe as easy as being dead. Strange. An uphill struggle, uphill, you're struggling uphill. Difficult and tiring, like trying to carry a heavy weight up a mountain. Child's play, as easy as playing a child's game. And I have a quiz for you. So this is an easy and difficult English idioms quiz, but I will leave you to do it. That's much better if you do it, you think about it, and you click. It's more fun. And quick one-question quiz. This is great. I'm going to do some reels, Facebook reels, Instagram reels with these. 30 seconds, one question. How good are you? Look at the picture. There's a lovely bird flying. There's the Eiffel Tower. There's some sort of stone post. And here's the question. Quick quiz number 94. What is actually true in the photo? A, the post is near the flying bird. B, the bird is flying over the Eiffel Tower. Or C, the tower is flying behind the bird. Stop the video and think about it if you want. And the answer is A, the post is near the flying bird. You see? The flying bird is near the post. The Eiffel Tower is much higher than the bird, and towers don't fly. If you want the audio for that, it's recorded here. How did you do? Did you get it right? And you can do lots more very, very fast, quick quizzes by clicking the orange button. Words in the news. This is from the BBC News Science section. Did you see this on the news? Virgin spaceplane takes off with first customers. It's official, it's now a business. Sir Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic rocket plane has carried customers to the edge of space in its first commercial flight. The 90-minute mission was purchased for the Italian Air Force and the Italian National Research Council. The Unity vehicle climbed, here are some good numbers for you, 279, I'm not sure about this number, I think there's a mistake. Could it be 27,900 feet? There's something wrong with that number. I'm going to have to check that. And then, but it's definitely 85 kilometers over the New Mexico desert before gliding back down to Earth. The mission took off from Spaceport America at around 8:30 local time or 14:30 GMT and was live streamed around the world. What an amazing, I saw some pictures from the flight, amazing. And the definitions: take off, phrasal verb. If an aircraft takes off, it begins to fly. Edge of space, an expression. This is around 80 kilometers above the Earth, where the atmosphere is thinner and gravity is weaker. Purchase, it just means to buy something, a verb. Climb, here it means to move to a higher position. Glide, a verb, to fly by floating on air currents instead of using power from wings or an engine. Local time, a noun, the official time in an area or country. Here in France, the local time is about 10 o'clock at night. And live stream, this is a verb. It's to broadcast video and sound of an event on the internet as it happens. And the final section, the photo of the week. And this is where you practice describing a photo in detail. I encourage you to do this. Before you listen to me describing this photo, you describe it. Describe it if you want to write a wonderful text, post it in the Facebook group, record a video, post it in the Facebook group if you want to. Try to describe it in as much detail as possible. Two of my passions are taking photos and writing. I write about Paris in France and the Lake District in Britain every week. Here is this week's fun letter photo. It's an exercise. Write about this photo, or I need to plug my computer in, or the electricity will cut out. I always forget. Electricity, it's really useful. Okay, we can breathe again. So write about this photo or record yourself speaking. Here are some questions to help. You can skip this to my description if you want to. What can you see? Where do you think it is? What time or season is it? What is the weather like? Can you see any people or animals? What are they doing? What are they wearing? How do you think they feel? Do you like the photo? Why or why not? How does it make you feel? Would you like to be in the photo? And if not, where would you prefer to be? I will now describe this photograph spontaneously with no preparation. In this photograph, I can see three people. They are not facing me. I can see them from behind. Behind them, there is a big wall, and behind the wall, there is some green at the top of the photograph. I think it's some sort of special event. The people are wearing uniforms, so they're probably soldiers or in the Navy, maybe on boats. They're all wearing hats and they're wearing jackets. And there are two men in the middle on the right, and there is a woman on the left. The two men have short hair and the woman has long hair, but it's arranged in a bun. On the wall, there are two, I would call them high reliefs in English. So it's they're made of bronze, I think. They're very powerful images. I think this is a war memorial because I can see the number 1945 written on the photograph. And 1945 is, of course, the end of the Second World War. At the top of the photograph, on the right, on top of the wall, I can see two people. They look like soldiers because they seem to be wearing a uniform. And I wonder why they are there. Maybe they are checking to make sure that the event is safe, because it looks like a very official event. And I can tell you, actually, I was there, and the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, was there. So the soldiers were checking that it was safe. I can also see something interesting. It's a dark mark above the 4, and I think it's a bird. I think there's a black bird flying over the 1945 number, which is nice. It's very symbolic. Maybe it could be symbolic of freedom. And there are some people below, at the bottom of the wall, sitting under tents, and so they are probably watching some sort of official ceremony. The weather seems to be nice. It doesn't seem to be raining, and so maybe it's spring. It might be summer, and I think they could be feeling bored if it's a long ceremony going on and on, or they could be feeling proud to be members of the armed forces in France, commemorating this powerful event, which was France was occupied for about 4 years and then liberated. So it's a very powerful event for the French. I like this photograph because I took it. But apart from that, I like it because I love the composition. I love the 3 people at the bottom, the solid wall with the number and the bird, and then in the top right, those two soldiers checking everything's okay. Well, would I like to be there? Well, I was there, so yeah, I did enjoy it. I got a couple of interesting photographs. I couldn't see everything I wanted to, but I did what I could to get a photograph. And no, at that moment, that's exactly where I wanted to be. So that is my explanation, my description of the photograph of the week. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for watching this fun letter, English fun letter number 19. And do feel free to describe the photo yourself, post it in our friendly Facebook group, and practice your English with us. And of course, check out my well, there's so much stuff on funenglishlessons.com that you can look at for a start. funenglishlessons.com, lots and lots of free things. And if you want to go to the next level, consider going to rainbowenglishschool.org and checking out my introductory course, €7, see what it's like, and then signing up for a more in-depth course, which you can learn all about on that website. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great evening, have a great day, night, morning, afternoon. Nice cup of tea. Check out some of my other newsletters if you want to, and let me know what you think. Okay, that's it. Bye for now, and see you in newsletter number 20, I suppose. Bye-bye, everyone. Happy learning.